fam! So welcome to the February round of message readings. I wanted to do a quick intro just as a big thank you. I just passed my 1,000 subscriber mark, so thank you so much to all of you out there. Literally couldn't do it without you. It is all for you and all about you. And I've been thinking of some way to just kind of do something fun to commemorate it. And I was thinking I rarely ever talk about me or put me on the videos. And I had recommendations to do like a Q&A video, so I was like, what better time than right now? So I'm going to give it some time. I don't know how many questions will come through, but if there's any questions you have for me, and it can be about anything. If you wanted to know more about me personally, if you wanted to know my opinions on anything, like literally if you have a question, fire away. No topic is off limits. So yeah, I don't know how long I'll give it, but I'll give it some time once we get some questions together. And I'll do like a 1,000 subscriber funsies Q&A, I guess. I don't know. Maybe we could even do it as a live if that's a thing. I don't know. Whatever. However, so I just wanted to give a big thank you and kind of just let you guys know. Send your questions either on my Instagram at the Guiding Chariot. You can drop them in the comment section down below. We'll put them all together and we'll do a special video shouting you guys out and answering your questions. Outside of that, welcome to your reading. Let's get into it. We're going to pull some oracle and some tarot cards to figure out some messages for the month. As I've been filming them, it's been really funny because a lot of them have been coming out focused on relationships. So most of you guys out there have kind of lucked out and are getting 2 love readings for the month of February. So enjoy it. But they've been super positive, so I hope you enjoy your reading. As always, shout it out in the comments. I love you guys. Thank you again for hitting the 1,000 subscribers. And let's get to your video. Bye. Hey Aquarius. This is TC, your Guiding Chariot. Welcome to your February Spirit Message reading. Alright, so again, happy birthday to my Aquarius out there. It's weird having done the love readings first, so I feel like I haven't told you happy birthday yet I already have. So you just get a double happy birthday. Alright, let's get into your reading, shall we? So first we're going to pull some, almost. We're going to pull some oracle cards first, go into tarot. With the last round, I really liked those divine direction cards that I kind of closed out the readings with. So I have another deck that's similar to that, so I figured we'll use that. I thought that was a nice way to kind of close it out and end. Alright, so Spirit got, okay, they're listening now. Looking for guidance for Aquarius for this season. What messages do we have for Aquarius at this time, Spirit? Alright, so interesting. Aquarius, my little air sign friends. One of the cards out you got is Focus Your Mind. So part of the reason I actually chose the decks I did this season, there we go. I wanted 3, that's what I was waiting for. Alright, part of the reason, as I was saying, and how I chose these decks this month, Uranus, obviously your ruling planet, ruling this season, but a lot of planets have been making aspects to Uranus. So there's a lot of this really sudden, fast-moving, unexpected, electric Uranian energy floating around. So I kind of chose decks that kind of work with that energy, at least, for me, right? So I find it funny that you have the Focus Your Mind, your ruling planet getting hit and making all these aspects. So it makes no surprise to me that you may be thinking about multiple projects. You may, have like 20 million priorities on your plate that you're trying to navigate, I was going to say something, but that's probably not what's happening. But it's, you're trying to do as many things as you possibly can. And, that I want to say is going to spread you a little thin. And when I say that, it's not that you're not capable of doing these things, but, you know, I know you have a stronger ethic. You're not wanting to do a million things at 20%. You know, I feel like you'd be more satisfied if you could do 20 things at 100%. Maybe even 18 things at 120, you know, like, do with that information what you will. But the Aquarius I don't know them as half-assers. Like, not a thing you do. So I think that's why this focus your mind is coming up, because it's really about prioritizing. Yes, there may be a million things you want to do. How about let's tackle the 5 top ones now, sort those out, and then we'll pick another 5. And then we'll pick another 5. And before you know it, all 826 will be done, right? You know, and I feel like I can kind of back that up. Oh, I didn't even show you the cards. Literally just had them out and I'm talking about them. So you focus your mind here. Forgive me. And then just as a side note, I don't think it was the Aquarius video, but I did have a comment in one of my last videos on what decks I'm using. If you are ever curious what decks I'm using, I always have them listed in the description. So if you ever want to know what it is, feel free, go check them out there, just to save us some time. First card out was Honor Your Feelings. Archangel Haniel, I hope I'm saying that right, I'm sorry if I'm not. But this beautiful card, and I think a lot of this has to do with what I was talking about with Focus Your Mind, right? Because with honoring your feelings, yes, a lot of these priorities, I don't want to say necessarily belong to you. Like, this may be something someone's asked of you, or something you volunteered to do for a friend, for work, you know, for someone other. It's not necessarily something that's a complete passion of yours, but you know, you feel passion for this friend, this person, you want to be able to help support. That's where the feelings and the emotions come in. But with this card, to me, this is really speaking about spreading yourself too thin. And then look at that. You even have, so it's not so much the synchronicity, because that's the, you know, name of the card. If it'll focus, that's a thing. Kind of, sort of, maybe not. But it's this yin and yang symbol that's pulling me more. And what is that a symbol of? Balance. Harmony. Right? So yes, for some of you, it may be the synchronicity. It may be that you're seeing signs and you know, certain things are lining up, you know, having, you know, feelings in certain moments. You're like, oh, I knew this was going to happen, or of course this happened. I think it's more so the balance. It's more so that harmonizing effect of everything. Even having the lotus in Honor Your Feeling, beautiful Eastern symbol. So, you know, not comparing, but, you know, mixing that with the yin and yang symbol. So I think there's a big need to bring more balance into your life, especially to your mind and your mental state, because I feel like you're running all over the place, maybe a little chaotic, may have signed up for a lot. And again, it's not that you can't do it. I don't necessarily think that you may be feeling overwhelmed, but I don't necessarily feel that you're like, oh, there's no way I could finish all of this. It's not that. I think you want to, as best as you can, finish everything, and I think you can. But I think for you, you will be feeling much better, and you will feel much more successful if, again, you can prioritize. Find the top 5. Tackle those first, and then do another 5. Versus trying to tackle all 867 at the same time. All right? Oh, I may have to cut this deck, because this deck is huge. I don't think I've used this deck in a reading yet. I don't think so. But yeah, I don't think so. This is the Angel Tarot. Yeah, I think we're going to cut this one, because I'm like, this guy is huge to shuffle. Messages for Aquarius. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Stop it. I cannot. Literally love it. Love it. Love it. Ah, all right. Oh, and look at that. Okay, we'll talk about the bottom of the deck after. Oh, my lovely, lovely Aquarius. Okay, so we've got the 8 of Fire starting here. So this would be the 8 of Wands. Beautiful card. Normally a great card. This is a card about swift movement, communication, A lot of good abundance coming in. And again, it's all about really, really fast movements. This is, to me, I don't necessarily think this is, it's definitely communication, but I don't necessarily think this is, you know, things coming in. I think this is your energy, this rapid moving, you know, I got it, I'll be there, I'll do this, I can do it, I got it. And like kind of owning all these events and moving at a very, very fast pace. Literally the second card out, balance. I mean, come on now. I'm gonna get real close in there. Sorry, it's hitting the tripod, but come on. You can't get any better than that. So definitely need for balance. Definitely need for moderation, right? Some of this may even come down to cooperation. You might be, I don't want to say you're delegating, but pulling in partners. You don't necessarily have to tackle every single one of these tasks completely on your own. You can have a partner or someone help and start doing this project while you're wrapping up this one, and then you'll meet them over here when you're done. Like, that is not a bad thing. And honestly, I feel like that is going to be a beautiful thing for you. I'll talk about wine a little bit, but just keep that in the back of your mind. We also have the wheel here with Archangel Michael. Beautiful. Wheel is all about things shifting, things changing, right? These situations aren't permanent. It's not going to be like this forever, but I think this is bringing some positive change, right? The wheel is going to start to spin in your favor. I feel like for those of you out there where this balance and all these tasks that we're talking about, if they are a lot of work things, right? If you're picking up all these work responsibilities, picking up all these like extra side tasks, or maybe someone's giving you all these extra responsibilities. For those of you where this is work related, to me this wheel is bringing a lot of money. It's bringing a lot of increased income, which is great. We love that. That is a great way. So once your birthday rolls around, you can just knock it out of the park, have an extra round, you know, like whatever you want. This feels incredibly positive. And again, it feels like for specifically this wheel is talking about money. Money. And then your next two cards, you have the Page of Air as well as the Queen of Air. Now, I love this. And I love this for two reasons. One, because it shows an upgrade, right? We're starting off as the page, and we're elevating to a queen, right? Because I don't feel these are other people. I feel this is you, and this is your mindset. We're elevating. We're leveling up, right? You're getting a solar return. You know, you're getting 1 year older. You're also getting 1 year wiser, right, with these cards. So to me, coming in as this page, inventive, creative thinker, wanting to do something new, might be a little bit of a rebel, right? To get to the Queen, there's a level of refinement here, right? Now, yes, the Queen of Air, which would be the Queen of Swords, can be a really stern, cold, hyper-focused energy. There's that word, focus, right? I'm not necessarily getting the super objective, but it's taking, you know, this energy here with the Page of Air, which is definitely impulsive, but curious, hungry to learn, willing to break the rules, willing to try something different, willing to take on the challenge, right? It's like, oh, is that a problem? I can figure out a solution. It's fine. You know, no matter what delays or you know, situations arise, this energy is real gung-ho, real excited, and just wants to get out and do. You know, not afraid to try and fail because there'll be a lesson to learn there. Like, this is a really energetic, positive, obviously logical, we're talking about the, you know, suit of air, energy. What happens through this season, you know, as long as this reading lasts for you, as long as this message is relevant, to go from the page to the Queen, here you get this level of refinement and confidence, right? You gain some experience. Some of that, you know, chaotic air energy gets grounded, right? Doesn't mean you lose it. It just goes through this elevation. It's not blowing all over the place. You're channeling this breeze, right? You know, this is from my Sephora days, but we used to sell a blow dryer, and one of the big things that made this particular blow dryer so much more effective than your traditional blow dryer, I'm not going to name them, but I always remember this from the training. But, you know, a regular blow dryer just blows air, so it's almost like, you know, driving down the highway and the wind's just blowing your hair in any kind of direction because the wind's just, you know, being blown about. This particular dryer, you know, did the same thing, and it had a whole bunch of other things in it that made it kind of fantastic. But what was fun about it, it had a special way to direct the air, so it actually came out directionally, even without a little, you know, the not diffuser, but that little funnel thing when you blow dry it. I'm sure it has a name, can't think of it at the moment. But the point is, it sent out a focused, path of the air. It wasn't just blowing your hair all over the place. It was directing it. And that's exactly what the Queen of Air is doing. She's taken this energy, it's elevated from the page where it's kind of just all over the place, and she's taken it and refined it and focused it and directed it towards her goals, towards her ambition. She's seen the way forward. She's nurtured this energy and made it, stronger, more potent, more focused, right? I'm specifically using that word focus a lot. So beautiful, beautiful thing. The reason why I'm emphasizing this so much, the last card we have here is the Nine of Air. So lots of swords going on. So lots of thinking, lots of, I want to say there's a lot of new perceptions and perspectives you're working through this month as you kind of level up, right, through your birthday season. This Nine of Air, talks about kind of, it's anxiety, it's worry, it's fear, it's doubt, it's so many things, expecting the worst. I think with this Nine of Air coming out, I don't think this is what you have to look forward to. I don't think this is your end of the month and it's crazy and hectic. Now, if some of you refuse to take this experience and instead of elevating from the page to the Queen, you kind of stay the page, then yes, you might be a little in over your head, not in out of your head, goodness, in over your head by the time you get to the end of the month with this Nine of Air. For most of you though, the ones that really lean in to whatever experiences come through this month, whether they be work challenges, personal challenges, whatever, those of you who lean into them and learn to harness your own natural energy, how to harness your own logical, analytical capabilities to prioritize, to find balance, to level out moderation, to spending your time effectively and wisely and not just running all over the place because, that needs to get done, let me go. Oh, that needs to be, okay, let me go back over there. No, let me run over there. Let me run over there. Instead of that, and formulating a plan, thinking about what needs to be done, how to do it effectively, and where you should be, versus where you could be. By the time you get through this season, this Nine of Air is not going to be a problem. Now, you may still have some worries, some doubts, some fears, but you'll have the confidence and the experience to work through it, versus the page who will start to get panicky, right? Bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Fire here, followed by the Six of Earth, and then the Empress. I love it. So Seven of Fire, owning your power, right? Defending and holding on to your beliefs, standing for your decisions, choosing your battles wisely, right? Because again, this is that card of owning your independence and standing on your own ground. Six of Earth being that flow. May even be a moment of receiving. I talked about this wheel, talked about that money, honey. So this could be just you being in the flow and being willing to kind of follow through with these opportunities, these challenges that are coming in this month. Or this again could be indicative of, these coins are going to be added to your bank. And then the Empress, abundance, right? All about abundance, creation. So this is you coming into your Empress powers, standing that really stable, fertile ground, right? Beautiful. This is how you want to end the month, right? Standing as the Empress. Look at that. You go from the page to the Queen, and then the Queen of all queens. Absolutely love it. Love, 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 love. All right. So instead of using the divine directions, I am using, I forget what this is. I think this deck is called the Language of Flowers. If that's not right, it will be down below. I'm pretty sure it's called the Language of Flowers. So, did not take, you know what? I actually don't even want another one. Beautiful. Look at that. So you guys got the sunflower. I'm hoping it'll focus. Maybe not. I don't know. It loves to focus on the table versus what's we're working on it. There we go. So you guys got the sunflower. Flower of assertiveness. Rise up. Stand stronger and true. Love. Love, love, love. And that's everything we've been talking about, right? So be assertive this month. And remember, there's a difference between being assertive and being aggressive. Aggressive is just going in and bossing everybody around. Assertiveness, there's again, the page to the Queen. There's a little bit of refining. There's some control in there, right? You're not just sending out things. You know what needs to get done. You know what your priorities are. You have a plan. You have a strategy. This is how we're going to get this done, team. Let's go, right? So I think for a lot of you, you're going to be in a leadership role. And I say that not meaning you're going to be the leader. Like this may be a work thing, but you may not be the manager. You may not be the big dog in charge. But that doesn't mean you can't walk in with a plan. That doesn't mean, once you're given your tasks, that you don't execute them. That you don't, especially if it's a group task. Like, there's a difference between, a natural leader and an assigned leader, right? So you guys, I think, are really coming in as that natural leader. You're the ones that are going to be able to see how to do things effectively. And you do that by focusing. You do that by being able to prioritize and sort through all the things that are on your plate. Because again, I think you have a lot this month. But again, none of it feels like you can't finish it all. But you want to be smart about it. All right? And that's what a lot of what's going on in this reading is about. It's about learning to channel that wonderful mind of yours to get your work done as effectively as possible. And also as comfortably as possible is what I'm getting. I was thinking that from the beginning when you got Honor Your Feelings. And I will say this, kind of frank, you guys are very, very smart, very, very hardworking, and you also have very big hearts, and I think that's how you end up with a lot of other tasks on your plate, right? Now, of course, if some pisses you off, that's a whole different story. But there is an element where you guys, you are super social. You do care about a lot of people. You're the humanitarian of the zodiac, for crying out loud, right? Someone needs help, you're right there, especially if it's someone you care about. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts, Aquarius. What is happening here, it's not that you can't handle it all and that you have to say no, but this is about prioritizing. How do I use my time effectively so I can get everything done, get it done in a timely manner, and get it done to the standard that I want it, right? That way I don't have to try and do 100 million things at 20%. I can get them done, and still have it at 100%, right? We're not dropping any standards. Yours are already high to begin with, and I'm not about to make you sacrifice anything for it, all right? Oh, all right, so exciting month. I feel like there's going to be a lot of work for you, Aquarius. But again, prioritize, make a plan. You are going to be just fine. So don't forget to take care of yourself as well, because you're going to be on output a lot. That doesn't mean you don't deserve to have some time put back into you, all right? So with that being said, I love you guys. Sending you the best as always. Thank you for all your love, support, your comments, your questions, all of it. Likes. If you're not already, please subscribe and give the video a like. I would appreciate it, and you guys are amazing. Come join our little family here so we can play again next month. I think that's all I have to say. I don't know. I feel it's so weird at the outros. I'm just like, thank you for visiting my home. Bye. Like, it's a weird thing. I wish you could just stay and talk forever. That would make me so happy. But yes, I'm going to let you go so you can enjoy the rest of your day or evening, whatever time you're watching this. But again, wishing you the best, sending love, light, and peace. Miss you guys already. Take care, Aquarius, and I'll see you in your next video. Bye.